Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's new home steeped in scandal. Secrets of Royals revealed. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's new home Frogmore House is steeped in scandal, and within the walls of the 17th-century house echo the remarkable stories of exiled royals who brought shame on the world's famous family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will leave their two-bedroom home in the grounds of Kensington Palace to move to the 10-bedroom cottage, near Windsor Castle, to bring up their first royal baby. The cottage has been described as a very special place for the couple, and it is where their spectacular royal wedding reception was held and also the setting of the pair's stunning engagement photos. With its name derived from the large number of frogs which have always lived in this low-lying marshy area, Frogmore is also home to the royal burial ground and mausoleum where Queen Victoria and husband Prince Albert are both interred. But interestingly, the Windsor residence also has close connections to exiled members of the firm, who left a trail of scandal in their wake. The Windsor residence is part of the estate where the American wife of King Edward VIII, Wallis Simpson, is buried. While Meghan has been welcomed with open arms by the royal family, King Edward VIII's 1936 engagement to U.S. divorcee Mrs. Simpson was met with disdain and ultimately forced the monarch to give up the throne for love. King Edward's 1937 engagement was rejected by the Church of England, of which the monarch of the UK is the head. The church banned the remarriage of a divorced person whose previous spouse is alive. Edward's marriage to Mrs. Simpson changed the path of history and indirectly put Queen Elizabeth II on the throne. Frogmore House was also the former home of Queen Victoria's courtier Abdul Karim, known as the Moonshee. Queen Victoria's unusually close friendship with her Indian servant began in 1887 and spanned an incredible 14 years. Karim became the Queen's beloved Moonshee and gave her daily Urdu lessons, introduced her to curry and educated her on affairs in India. In turn, Queen Victoria showered him with titles, honors and gifts, which sparked anger among royal officials. So when the Queen died in 1901, her children burned every letter she ever sent to her courtier, who they deported back to India, subsequently written out of royal history forever. But his record managed to live on, thanks to large parts of his diary, preserved by generations of descendants being unearthed by historian Shrabani Basu years later. The peaceful house was also said to be one of the Queen's favorite retreats, and her mother the Duchess of Kent lived there in the last years of her life. Prince Harry's great-grandparents George VI and the Queen Mother spent part of their honeymoon here back in 1923, and in more recent years, Peter Phillips and Autumn Kelly used the venue for their wedding reception in 2008. However, fast forward to today and the Berkshire premise will undergo a multi-million-pound refit with the aim of being ready in time for Meghan Markle and Harry's first child, due in the spring.